Thank you so much, Cape Town and Mzansi. As we close out Pharmacy Month, my friend, we are 100% getting into what we need to always be talking about, which is things that bring harm to society. And of course, you know, Pharmacy Month is supported by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. And I mean, when we get, unfortunately, to have medicine in our hands that is either substandard or it's falsified or even just not the correct thing, it's counterfeit. This is where we ask ourselves, what do you do from there? Well, today we're getting the answers from somebody who is indeed someone who has all of the knowledge that we need to be able to stay away from any of this. I'm talking about none other than Ntantala. She's here from, of course, the Substandard and Falsified Medicines Association, here to make sure that we are safe. Let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. How are you, my lovely?
I am good, Tanzanile. How are you doing?
I'm amazing, thank you.
for
Let's jump right in, because I know that a lot of people don't actually know what we're talking about when we say, you know, a medicine is something that goes and it's then registered and goes through all of these different processes. Can you talk to us what defines a medicine? And can you walk us through the registration process in terms of safety, efficacy, as well as quality?
Thank you, Zanele. So what the Medicines Act actually describes what a medicine is robustly.
Okay.
But for purposes of consumers, I will use layman's terms, right? So a medicine is a substance or mixture of substances that you take to make you feel better.
Yeah.
So by virtue of the fact that it's supposed to make you feel better, what happens is that it has to contain what we call an active pharmaceutical ingredient.
Okay.
So an active pharmaceutical ingredient is registered with SAPRA. Now, medicines go through three things. One is the quality, the safety, and the efficacy.
Yes.
So when we talk about those, the quality is where is it made? Okay. How is it made? The safety aspect is it should not harm you or hurt you.
Yeah.
The last one is the efficacy, and the efficacy is does it do what it says it will do? Now, when we talk about the registration process, SAPRA, which is the South African Health Product Regulatory Authority, is the body that regulates these medicines in South Africa, right? And licenses the facilities as well. So an applicant, who is the manufacturer, would then apply to SAPRA by using what we call a dossier.
Okay.
And the dossier will then go through clinical trials. It will be tested, and it goes to post-registration as well. However, the life cycle of a medicine is continuous. It never actually ends, Anele.
Correct.
Because even the product is in the market, we still monitor it for post-market surveillance.
Okay, I feel like when you were describing a medicine, I was like, I'll always just describe a medicine like, it makes me feel better. But now that you even say that it needs an active ingredient that is recognized, that's incredible, just in terms of us being able to have that knowledge. And also, of course, we've got Radio 2000 here. They are currently having a beautiful celebration, making a winner on radio. So, friend, we told you, radio and TV all together. However, let's continue our conversation, because we know that there are the falsified medicines, the ones that are counterfeit, the ones that make people, unfortunately, you know, fall into places such as going to the hospital and things like that, because they have brought more harm than anything else. Can you talk to us about what risks or health impacts can counterfeit medicines actually have on someone unknowingly who has taken them?
So if you ingest a product that is falsified or substandard,
yes,
various things could happen. The first one could be that the product could not work. So if you take, for example, a product that's written that it contains aspirin as the active pharmaceutical ingredient you spoke about, but it doesn't contain aspirin, it actually contains flour. So it's not going to work. So this increases the health burden of the public sector in South Africa.
Yeah.
And also, in some cases, it is extremely negative impact, and it could actually lead to death. There is a doctor in Bloemfontein recently that I spoke to. There's a new craze in the social media about the GLP-1 injections that people use for weight loss. And the doctor has stated that if people come there, they at the hospital, they're admitted, they actually go in with kidney failure, pancreatitis as well.
So it has Ozempic.
Well, I can't name the products because I work for the regulator, but there are fake ones of the ones that you have just mentioned.
Really?
And the fake ones are not registered with SAPRA, and these are the ones that actually cause these side effects. So kidney failure, meaning that people will be on dialysis now. That is an increased public health hazard for the country.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So you are really to make sure
I am telling you.
we are putting ourselves together as a nation, because I think we need to be a lot more careful than than we have been. But then let's talk a little bit about, what exactly do we talk about when we get into the key stakeholders who are making sure that we are safe? Who exactly is that?
So SAPRA works with various stakeholders. We do what we call raids, we do what we call operations.
Yes.
And this is to combat the rise in illicit and falsified medicines in South Africa.
Yes.
And we work with SAPS. So SAPS, what they do is they effect the arrests, they open the criminal cases, and we assist them in terms of the statements and the affidavits. So Section 29 and 30 of the Medicines Act talks about the penalties and offences, and these are that a person can go to prison for 10 years.
That is incredible. And especially because I'm glad that the law's actually cracking down on those people. But thank you so much, Kotseka. Unfortunately, we have run out of time, but we appreciate everything you've let us in on, because I feel like you've equipped us with so much knowledge to be able to understand what exactly it is when we say counterfeit medicine, but so much more in terms of what it is that you guys are doing. So thank you so much for it.
Thank you for having me, Zanele.
Of course.
Thank you.
Zansi, it is all about us celebrating Pharmacy Month. We told you soon enough it is going to come to a close, of course, supported by Adcock Ingram OTC and sponsors of Brave. And this is where you get to 100% be a part of looking after yourself. And I say that because, yes, all of the knowledge that I just gave us, but then, my friend, we know as well that sometimes the season change can be not so kind to us, which is why you'll always know that we got trusted products like Allergex Non-Drowsy, where you can stay covered all day, and the sneezing and the coughing, it's a little bit of a goodbye, because why? You've got your beautiful Adcock Ingram OTC Allergy Survival Pack available at your nearest pharmacy. But then there's more. We've been telling you about how every single Tuesday you have the opportunity to win 2,000 Rand, courtesy of Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, and of course, allowing you to have that beautiful, beautiful win. All you gotta do is head on over to our competition post on our Expresso Show pages and tell us who is your pharmacy hero and why. It is that simple. Don't forget to use the hashtag Adcock OTC Allergy Survival Pack, and the competition does close today. So head on over to our social media pages and let's get you entered and let's get you winning. All of the T's and C's are on expressoshow.com. Of course, it is a huge shout out to our family, Adcock Ingram, proud sponsors of Brave. And one thing I know is that it is always about our pharmacies and saying thank you for the incredible work that you do.
We're breaking the silence on piles with ActiProct here on Expresso and giving you the chance to win. You could win 2,000 Rand in cash each week just by joining the conversation. Simply head to Expresso's Facebook, X or Instagram pages and answer the weekly question using hashtag ActiProct. Competition closes every Sunday. Let's talk openly, find relief and win together. T's and C's apply.